Clearwater authorities have now identified the 23-year-old man who lost his life in that partial collapse of a parking garage on Monday. His name, Mitchell Clock of Brandon, and he had just been married. Newly released records show there were safety concerns with that building in July, but 8 on Your Side has learned safety problems were noticed as early as 2008. News Channel 8's Jeff Patterson joins us now live in Clearwater with more on this very sad story.
Good evening, Jen. Well, the emergency crews have now left. This parking garage and a nearby building have been evacuated and closed, and now a full investigation is underway about the safety of these structures and the work that was going on here.
Overnight, construction crews using a specialized excavator removed a concrete stairwell at the parking garage piece by piece until finally, just before 6 a.m., they were able to remove the body of 23-year-old Mitchell Clock from the debris.
Good, hard-working person who was doing a dangerous job, and we definitely, our thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Clearwater Police Chief Daniel Slaughter says code enforcement first received a complaint about the safety of the parking garage on July 1st of this year. Then, on July 15th, the building was inspected and problems were found.
We prepared an unsafe structure report that was shared with the property management on the 19th of July.
Michael Brookhart is the man who called code enforcement to warn about the safety of the building after he saw news reports of the condo collapse in Surfside, Florida.
I worked in there for 8.5 years. I always personally had an exit strategy out of that parking garage when I worked in there. I feared for my own life at times.
Brookhart shared these photos with 8 on Your Side that he says show exposed rebar and falling concrete in the building.
I'm not a structural engineer, I'm a maintenance engineer, but it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out when you're walking through a structure like that and you see football-sized gaps of exposed rebar and support brackets, we have a problem there.
But records from Clearwater now show that despite the safety concerns, work was going on without a permit. On December 20th, the day of the collapse, an inspector noted, "I was told that a welding company had begun repairs, although we have not received the engineer's report yet and a permit has not been applied for." That documentation shocks Michael Brookhart.
I'm lost for words when it comes to that. I don't understand how that happened.
Brookhart no longer worked for the company that owned the parking garage. When he called in to report his concerns in July, he says he first reported his concerns to the original owners as early as 2008. The current owners claim they didn't know about those concerns when they purchased the buildings. The records do show that they were advised of those problems, or at least some safety problems, in July of this year, and that will all be part of the investigation. Jen?
I'm sure this young man's family shares my question here. Could there be criminal charges because of what happened?
Well, Chief Slaughter was very careful to point out today that right now this is not a criminal investigation. They're simply gathering facts at this point. They're looking at the entire safety record of the building, trying to find out when problems were first reported, and they'll find out where that investigation leads. Criminal charges could be possible depending on what they find.
Jeff Patterson reporting live in Clearwater. Thank you, Jeff.